Well, I can say that from here, from eastern Ukraine, the situation is getting more and more tense. By that I mean, that reports about more Russian soldiers getting to the Ukrainian border and is starting to take its toll on people living here. People are starting to get more nervous. There's still a lot of people who are, saying that this is not going to happen, and overall, people are going on with their lives as they used to. But there are an increased, what you can say, increased number of people who are getting nervous because of this, especially after the news that also an explosion happened in the separatist-held area, Donetsk, yesterday. And there's increased number of shellings. I mean, that's mortar attacks and along the front line the last couple of days, which we haven't seen in eastern Ukraine, where the war has been waging since 2014 for quite a long time.
Seem to be increasing tension, but we're watching it from the outside. You are watching it from within. What is there a feeling of tension, of that anything could happen at any moment?
Yes, for sure, there is. And I would say that tension is only increasing by the day at the moment. In the city I am in, for example, yesterday night, we had also a problem with the internet connection that was lost from some cables apparently being cut. So there is a lot of nervousness about that. And I can see in the pictures now, you're also showing that kindergarten that was bombed. I was also at that kindergarten a couple of days ago to see that for myself. And what people are saying at those city and in that kindergarten is that they're really worried every time something like that happens, that this is actually now, that it is now Russia is going to invade Ukraine again. So there's a lot of people who are nervous.
And yet the president of Ukraine is I mean, he's tried to sort of play a very calm note, hasn't he? I mean, clearly there is concern, but he's raised a voice of caution, hasn't he, saying that some of this rhetoric from the United States is not actually very helpful.
That's true. He has done that, and he's done that repeatedly. I don't know why to say why that is, but I've read that some analysts are saying that it's just simply because he doesn't want to cause panic. Because while the president is saying that, for example, when I'm talking to people near the front line, the ones who are like mayors, the ones who are in charge of, the cities near the front line, they're definitely preparing. So while the president say, take it easy, the people who are employed by his government out in close to the front line are making evacuation plans, are making bomb shelters ready, all this kind of stuff. So even whatever the president is saying, the country is on edge, and the country is preparing, both the military and the civilians to some extent, but also like mayors, etc., people who are head of the administrations of these zones close to the front line.
I mean, you're a journalist. What will you do if you sense that an invasion is actually going to happen, or if you see it happening? Will you stay and report, or have you been advised to get out?
I think my Danish government have told me to get out. I think they told every Dane, like the British government also have told, is to get out. But it is my job to report, so I will continue to do that as long as it's safe. But we don't know if Russia does invade. We don't know on what scale it's going to be. Is it going to be the whole country at once? Then, of course, evacuations will be necessary and quite fast. Or are we talking something a little bit smaller scale at the beginning? Then I think I'll probably, try to stay as long as I can and report, which is basically my job.